All right. That was cool. Now let's try with ears on. Nice. Yeehaw. Hey, that was a lot of fun, and especially after I got my ears in my ears. Hickok 45 here. Again, I'm shielding you from bad decisions and whatever else might be after you, because I have another shield, the Performance Center version of the Shield Plus, okay? And on, I see a cowboy hiding back there. See if I can pick him off from behind that plate. Got him. Got him. Got him. That's the important thing. I didn't want to hit the hostage. That little plate was a hostage. So that's the practical shooting. That's what's important. More so than whether you hit the bullseye with a pistol like this, right? I mean, it is. But you want to be able to hit what you're aiming at. I mean, ideally, that would work out best for you in most situations. So yeah, this is the Performance Center Shield Plus. And I guess this is almost like a chapter 2, just a chance to shoot the new Shield again, okay? But there's a couple of differences between the standard model and this one, and I'll point those out in about 5 seconds, right? But you know, the Shield, the new Shield, I'll link to the first video, of course, and most of you are familiar with the Shield Plus and the upgrade in terms of capacity you know, I won't go through all that again, but the capacity, the grip's a little better, and it's just a nice pistol. The trigger's been improved somewhat, those kinds of things. And while I'm loading, I'll a couple of things on this. You can see on most of them are on the top. You got porting on the Performance Center, okay, just like the earlier Shields on the Performance Center models. You have porting. You got the fiber optic front sight. And you have a really nice sight system. Look at that. You use a fiber optic front and rear. Just jump out at you. They really do. And now this one doesn't have the plate for the optic. Doesn't have the optic cuts, you know, for the plate that you take off and everything. But that's available. And this one is, I think, a 3.1 inch barrel, but it's available in 4 inch. Okay, and so with the Performance Center models particularly, you can get those features if you want them. Cost a little more just depending on what you get. You can get thumb safety or no thumb safety, that sort of thing. I think you have a little bit more flexibility with the Performance Center model. And I'm not sure what, with the price on these things after it settles out, who knows exactly. I think this one, the MSRP is a little over 600, maybe like 630 or 40 or something. And the standard model of the Shield is what, around $100, $75 less in terms of the MSRP. But who knows what they'll be available at, depending on where you buy them, as they become more plentiful, more available. After the pandemic is totally over, which it pretty much is as we do this. And we'll see. The Shield has been famous for being priced very reasonably, being a lot of guns for the money. And I would expect these to fall down into that category as well. So, yeah, the performance model. And I've talked about that with the earlier models, whether the porting was all that great. I maybe can tell just a tad bit of difference, but I don't feel like if you're a new shooter, like, oh, yeah, I don't like recoil. I'm going to have to save up another, whatever, $75. I'll have to have this version of the Shield, or I won't be able to hit with it. Don't labor under that misconception. Yeah, they might make a little difference, but not dramatic. Okay, I mean, not you might not even notice it. Okay, or you might. I don't know. Kind of depends again, like a lot of things with little handguns, especially, or any handgun, your level of experience. Okay, your level of experience. If you and I go out to shoot basketball, and you've never even shot a basketball, and I had a really nice, expensive leather basketball, and then the cheapest one I could find, you probably wouldn't be able to shoot any better with either one of them, would you? Maybe I wouldn't, but I shot a lot of basketball, and I would be able to tell the difference in that really nice leather NBA ball or college ball, whatever, Spalding, I would, yeah, this is what I want, you know, but you wouldn't really maybe notice a difference until you got more experience. Guess what? It's the same with handguns, I think. All right, let's try this. This gives me a chance to shoot the shield too, because shoot the shield also. There's no shield 2 that I'm aware of, the shield plus. Yeah, again, I noticed I did have trouble with the kind of pulling left with this grip. Even though it's thicker, it's still kind of thin compared with some of the other micro compacts. And I don't know, so let's try it again. It might be a deal where if I shoot a shield enough, I'll get over that. Okay, and I'll quit complaining about it. How's that? Do enough bowling. Wow, get those ears in. I think it's louder with that porting. Yeah. Let's try the gong. Over here where I can see it. There it is. Somebody growed a tree right in front of it. All right. It's a fine little pistol. I don't know if it's just me today. I feel like I'm not pulling left as much. Maybe I am. Let's hit that hog. Yeah. Let's try that red 2 liter. See if I'm pulling left or not. On a bowling pin. You know, bowling pins are not, they're not microscopic, that I need to tell you that, but they're easy to miss. Those of you who have shot bowling pins, they're really nice targets. They're tough and they're big enough, but they are easy to miss because if you think about that thing, you know, you are shooting at something about that wide, okay? Even though they're big old heavy things, you don't want to drop them on your toe, right? And then if you shoot a little bit high, I'm a physics expert, right? If you're just a little high, then look what you're shooting at, you know, something about that narrow. So they're a little tricky, but whenever you can pop bowling pins, your sights must be okay, or you're not having too bad a day, because they can be frustrating if you're trying to hit them in a hurry. So yeah, so you got your porting, makes it a little louder, you get a little more blast. I can do without porting on basically any handgun, really, whether it's a defensive handgun or not, even rifle for the most part. But pretty neat. So you have to decide, if you've not bought your new shield yet and you're thinking about one, whether those new features are worth it. And they might be, because it's not all that much more, and you still get all the, you know, that nice flat trigger and all the stuff you get with the basic Shield Plus. But you might want to have the capability going forward of being able to, you know, install an optic on it. You might just really be sorry that you didn't get one that had that. And again, this one doesn't have it, but it's available with that. And you know, and you can decide on some things. I don't know how widely available they are when you're watching this, because I don't know when you're watching this. Can't keep up with all you folks. But ideally, you're able to find one that has exactly what you want. The optic cuts, no thumb safety or a thumb safety. This one's a 3-inch barrel, 3.1 I think. Maybe you want one just a little longer with a 4-inch barrel and all that. But they both, the Shield Plus and the Performance Center Shield, both have, you know, the mags work. Obviously, it's the same gun, interchangeable. Your 10-round mag and then your 13-round mag. Okay, so pretty cool. I really like the flat trigger. Some people don't. I've said that before, and I don't want to just go through and repeat everything about the Shield. But they really are a nice firearm that's been established. People have voted with their pocketbooks, right? Can I shoot one more mag maybe before I let you go? And we also want to thank SilencerCentral.com. I don't have a suppressor to put on this, or a barrel that would take one, but we've really had fun with the suppressors from Silencer Central, and appreciate, you know, their help. A big help. They'll take care of all the paperwork for you pretty much, and ship that thing to you when it is approved. So it's good to have someone who knows a lot about suppressors to help you out. So, and they're really, really good people. So I'm gonna shoot one more mag, and it's a great time for handguns, isn't it? The Shield is just one of the best. It's not for everybody, but it is one of the best. I'm going to cheat and load both mags. And gosh, you've got the P365 now, you've got the Hellcat, you've got the SIG P365 XL, and just lots of firearms. The Glock 43, 43X. There's a firearm really in any size, and well, not trigger configuration, but with a trigger that you probably would like. You just have to experiment with them. And really all those firearms I've mentioned, they ought to be showing up in gun shops where they have nice shooting ranges to where they are available to actually go in, rent them, and try them out. So let me shoot one more time and see what I think about this thing. All right. Pretty nice. It's a target-rich environment, isn't it? Just felt like I wanted to shoot all of those round plates. Okay? I guess round's pretty common for a plate, not many square ones. Let's just do it again. That was fun. Like I said, bowling pins are tricky. Yep. Had enough to spread around for everybody, even the cowboy. So the Performance Center Shield, I don't know, maybe I've just been shooting the Shield enough now. It feels better. I feel like I'm ready to go to war with this one. I feel like I've got a better handle on it. I don't know what that's about. Probably those little ports make the difference, right? Keeps me from pulling it left. But no, it is better than the original Shield. It is better. And it's a good feeling little gun. The sights might be helping a lot because they really are hard to miss. The sights are hard not to see, okay? You can always miss pretty easily with a handgun. But so there's the little ports in the barrel, see? Wouldn't do any good to have ports in the slide and not have them in the barrel. I told you I was a physics expert. So glad you came by today for a little action with the Performance Center Shield. And again, we appreciate Buds and gosh, silencercentral.com, the Sonoran Desert Institute, Federal Premium, and everybody, Talon Grips and Ballistol for making all this possible and being able to bring these firearms and this ammo and other stuff to you all. Life is good.
Tired. It's a long walk from where I had to shoot that. Oh man. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. Since you're here, I want to let you know about our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol, talongungrips.com. Check out everything they have over there. You can get lots of different grips, the stick-on grip textures for your handguns and rifle grips, so go check them out. Also Ballistol, they're a firearms lubricant or anything else you might need lubricating. It's water soluble and non-toxic. Been using it on the compound and cleaning all of our guns. It's a cleaner and a lube for over 10 years. So Ballistol, Talon Grips, definitely check both of those companies out. And also, while you're on the internet, don't forget to go to hickok45.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Hickok45, Twitter, Hickok45, Instagram, The Real Hickok45. And also, I have an Instagram page where I post behind the scenes stuff and different things like that. John, John _ HICKOK45 on Instagram. And the next thing you have to do is watch more videos.